to be or not to be, that's not the question we need to answer today. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am SuperdanTech. The real question we have to answer today is, should you get Cozmo or should you get Vector? Both excellent robots from Anki. To start with, Vector is at $250 US, 250. You can get Cozmo for $180 US, 180. So Cozmo is currently $70 cheaper than Vector, and you get 3 cubes. With Vector, you get only 1. So let's have a look at these two robots, and as you will see, I have 3 options to propose. We only have 2 robots, but I think I have a third option that might be interesting. So let's have a look at these two in details. First of all, let's have a look at Cozmo. Now this is the Cozmo app that some of you have seen, and I did several videos on that. If I tap on play and then on tricks, Cozmo can do a lot of tricks, and I did a video for almost each of these tricks. Now he has also games, like you have here a list of featured games, and you have even more games over here that will take you to Code Lab actually. Then look at this here. I'm just going to scroll slowly. Cozmo has a lot of games he can play with his 3 cubes or with his display. And if you tap on constructor mode, you have here coding, similar to Scratch on the PC. To show you an example, I did a while ago. Takes a while to load though this app. So here you can see you can actually put code graphically and have Cozmo move around, say different things. So this is very powerful, and I did a couple of videos on that. So let's get out of that. There is also for Cozmo, of course you need to tune him up and you need to feed him also. And in this cover, what is cool, you can go to Code Lab through here, but Explorer mode, you can actually see through Cozmo's camera. And let me see here, right there, continue. So now I can adjust the height of his head. Now he is looking at me. I can also move him around. I can have him move forward, back up, and he does the beep, beep, beep when he does that. So this is something you can do with Cozmo also. You can operate Cozmo like a remote control car. So just to show here a few things that Cozmo can do. So as we saw, Cozmo can do a lot of things. He has a lot of games and tricks you can play with, and it's very, very fun. I invite you to look at some of my videos if you haven't done that already. Now let's have a look at what Vector can do. Now this is the app for Vector. Unfortunately, Anki did it in portrait mode. I can see why. It's easier to hold your phone in portrait than landscape, but for a video, it doesn't look as good. Now at the top here, you have only 2 options for now. You have sensory feed or stats. Now I don't want to spend the time on stats here, so let's go back to sensory feed. So as you can see, the app is very different than the Cozmo. And what you can do at the moment here, as you can see, is utilities, stats, same thing here. I don't know why Anki did that. We don't need the top if it's right here. Entertainment, Q&A, interact, and robot info. So that's all there is. So if you look at utilities, you can ask Vector, so I was about to say Cozmo, you can ask Vector question about the weather, set the timer, the time. You can take a picture, you can view the pictures. He does face recognition. You can known faces. He can come to your voice, and he can also look at you. If you look at entertainment, he can play cards, blackjack. He can give you a fist bump, cubes, dance to the beat, and he can explore on his own. So that's the main difference with Vector. He is independent. He is autonomous. He doesn't need the app to be running. He also has voice recognition. You can ask the questions. But look at the cube tricks over here. At the moment, the only thing that Vector can do is find his cube, do a wheel stand, and also roll his cube. That's all he can do. In entertainment, as you can see, he can play cards. At the moment, there are no games for Vector. The Q&A mode is, like I said, he has voice recognition, so you can ask Vector questions about people, places, general knowledge, word definition, nutrition, sports, stock market, flight status, and he just woke up. Hey Vector, stay quiet.
Vector is a robot with interactive hobby technology.
Okay, now I can continue. Time zone, unit conversion, currency conversion, and equation solver. So it's Q&A, so remember when you want to do that, you have to say the word, and I want to see it now, I will wake him up. You have to say the word, and then you have to say, I have a question. Interact is where you have tutorials. They show you how to use it, like I just did here, to be quiet. You can go to sleep, you can pet him, he has a sensor on his back, you can say good or bad robot, and return to charger. That's one thing also that Vector does that is very cool. He will return to his charger when he is low in power. And the last one is robot info. Here you will go if you want more information on the cubes, the lights on his back, his little space that you can buy separately, and the charger. So I want to again to outline this fact here. If I go to entertainment, the only thing that Vector can do at the moment with the cube is this. That's nothing compared to what we just saw with Cozmo. This is absolutely nothing. So which robot should you choose? Like I said at the beginning, they're both excellent. But I think the choice is easy. If you want a robot you can play with right now, with a lot of games, a lot of cubes, also cheaper, and you have kids, I would choose Cozmo. But if you want a robot where you can interact verbally, you can ask questions, especially if you don't have Amazon Alexa or Google Home, then it makes a lot of sense to have Vector. You pay a bit more, but to me what's key with Vector is he is autonomous. You don't need the app to be running. He goes around, when his battery is low, he comes back to his charger automatically. So I would go with Vector. Like I said at the beginning, I have a third option, and I think it makes sense. I would buy now Cozmo because of all his games and tricks, but in 6 months, maybe 4, maybe 8, but let's say 6 months, I would sell it. I know it sounds horrible, selling a friend, but anyway, I would sell Cozmo. With the money, I would buy Vector. In 6 months, there will be lots of stuff with Vector. Maybe we'll be able to buy more cubes so that we can play games, more games. And I don't see why Anki could not export the games from Cozmo to Vector. I think it's possible, and also do some coding, which you can do now with Cozmo alone, not with Vector. So I hope this will help you with your choice. If you have any questions, put them down below. I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day. Goodbye, guys.